I am here with Farmer Sam
Yeah.
from Shirttail Creek Farm in Brenham, Texas. And I asked him yesterday, I was like, what are some, home favorite meals that you cook with your family? And he's like, you know what? I'm just a pretty simple guy. I'm pretty boring, just toss some steaks on the grill or some burgers and Caveman Blends, and we'll get into that. But this is the beauty about animal-based, right? It's just so simple.
Yeah.
You put some, salt on meat and do it.
It doesn't get old.
Right. No, it doesn't get old. And you actually continue to crave it, I think. Basically, I was like, all right, pick your top 2 favorites from your farm, because you would think, all right, ooh, maybe they cook up some of these crazy recipes, being on the farm and you have the steaks, all these options and all these things. But as a matter of fact, we keep it pretty simple, and it's not like we're having ribeyes every day. It's more like just doing some convenient foods, some highly nutritious, convenient, and super tasty, very easy.
Though it is important that I sample the ribeyes at least a couple times a week. It's a professional hazard.
Yeah, you know what? It comes with the job, and that's fine. So we're gonna get to this steak in a second, because this is his top favorite things to eat from Shirttail Creek Farm. And so this steak is actually very accessible. It's not as high priced as your ribeye, right? But it's so melt in your mouth.
Oh, it's so good.
Easy to make, and it's almost super underrated. I feel like nobody knows about this, so we're going to tell you about that in a second. But let's start with our ground beef. But what's special about this ground beef?
Well, that's our Caveman Blend. So we came up with Caveman Blend years ago. There was one other farm I knew about that was doing it at the time. They called it Mountain Lion Blend. And now everybody's started calling theirs Caveman Blend, which is fine because it's an open source naming thing. Anybody can use it. But it's ground beef with liver and heart mixed in. So we got about 15% liver, 5% heart. These are approximate, but that's about what it is. And then the rest is regular ground beef. And so it's a good way to get organs in your diet and actually eat them without having to just eat them straight up. These are really popular. I just eat Caveman in the skillet. I brown it with salt, and I love it. And a lot of people really like to do chilies or meatloaf or even spaghetti sauce with it, because all the seasoning they put in those things masks the flavor even more.
Yeah.
My kids eat this stuff in spaghetti sauce or burger patties, and I've never once told them what it is. They just yeah, it's beef.
Yeah.
So it's good for that too.
Maybe when they grow up, they might be like, remember that
What were
time
you feeding me?
Yeah, I actually made a meatloaf for my holiday menu that actually used, I think it was a Caveman Blend with liver and heart in there, and then I added corn and soy-free pork, ground pork as well in here, and then Parmesan cheese, and that kind of 2 pounds of meat, and then the Parmesan cheese, and then you just slice it up, and it's so delicious. It's so easy to make, and you're getting a highly nutritious, the biggest bang for your buck. So let's go ahead and start making these patties. And let's see, Sam the chef.
See, and I'm pretty generous.
Oh, you put your salt on before?
Yeah, that's just the beginning salting.
Whoa, see, that is a trick, my friend. Because I actually make the patties and then I put salt on. What a good idea, because you're folding it in the meat.
I fold it in there, man.
Maybe that's new to me, and you all know
just
what
gotta
you're doing.
knead the meat, nice and gentle, like so.
There we go.
And then we can even put some more on the patties.
Are you doing this for show? Or you do really massage this?
This is really actually how I do it.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And then these patties are.
Nice.
If you make the patties when it's colder, it won't stick to your hands as much. But
okay. Yeah, I pulled it out probably about an hour ago, so those are definitely that's definitely a trick then too. Too. We're at Sam's Airbnb here at Shirttail Creek Farm, so you can come stay at the farm. The bunkhouse. The cows are literally right back there, so thank you for this meal. And we're gonna go ahead and throw these burgers on the grill, right?
Let's do it.
Cool. There's no, real crazy science behind it, but how long do you cook your burgers for?
Not long, maybe 2-3 minutes per side. This grill is really powerful on the heat, so we're not gonna let it sit for too long. I like it still a little bit red in the middle when I eat it.
Okay. Yeah. Like a medium rare or?
Yeah, medium rare.
Okay. So what do we have here?
Flat iron steak.
Flat iron! You guys, this takes almost a minute each side, maybe a minute and a half.
Yeah. I've been told it's the most tender cut of meat on the animal. Now, I know that tenderloins are usually the most tender, but this is a very tender cut. and flavorful. And you can see it's got some fat and marbling in it. It's out of the chuck, so yeah, it's a very tasty cut of meat.
Yeah, and I love your chuck roast too, so this is why I probably like this one too as well. So we're gonna slap that on the grill. And
get a little salty salt
oh yes,
on there.
a little salt. See, this is a cooking show, so what we're doing is we're taking a piece of steak and putting some salt on it. Look, simple, perfect nourishment. That way we can just...
Don't be shy about the salt either.
No.
Don't be afraid of the salt.
And this is because, like, we don't need to spend all day in the kitchen cooking, right? We want to go shoot bow out, you know, target practice on this thing.
Maybe we'll see some pigs.
Yeah, quick nutrition, yummy nutrition, and also we get to play. Right, they're cooking fast. Look at that, beautiful. All right, now we're gonna put the steak on.
Okay, steak, put that right on the grill.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Let the fire do its thing. That one's firm. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, dude, yeah, that's cooked.
That is cooked, but it's still moist though.
Yeah.
That's all right.
These are good. These are ready to rumble.
Nice.
All right.
Right.
And this guy.
We got the nice flat iron. Oh my gosh, this one I'm so excited for. Okay, this is it. No frills, just kind of backyard meals right here.
Looks good to me. What do you think?
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is, yep, it's already melting in my mouth and I didn't even taste it.
There you go.
Yes, please. Give me that.
What do you think?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
By the way, when you do rent out this Airbnb and you come, you don't get Chef Sam. I'm just saying that, but sorry. Maybe you can add that on as a little.
Yeah. I could stop farming and just be a chef on the farm.
Maybe. But you literally, you don't need to be a chef
No way.
to make this because this flat iron is super, super yummy. Grass-fed, grass-finished beef, flat iron, our favorite cuts, honestly, from anywhere really, but Shirttail does exceptional steaks. So this is Sam's #1 kind of go-to steak that he tosses on the grill.
Yeah.
Under 5 minutes almost.
Oh yeah, especially with this grill. This grill's pretty hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, so that's very easy. You could slice it up. Like, how many ways can you do this? You could slice it up. You could put it over like a little guac that you put together. You could do spaghetti squash, or sorry, that's that one. But
for us, we like steaks that we can portion out for the kids. So I know a lot of people that cook for kids. Also, it's not a tough steak. I mean, this is universally a pretty easy to chew steak.
Totally.
And super flavorful. You know, I used to just think beef was beef, and I've noticed like different steaks are different, you know, and like this is not as high priced as like a ribeye or a filet, but personally, it's become probably my top favorite steak that we sell.
Yeah, I agree. So you guys are gonna want to get your hands on some, and this I love too because, like you said, it's like instead of taking out like liver or heart or anything like that, you have it in here. It's flavorful where, you know, it's not like you have this heavy organ taste or anything like that. So you can hide it so your kids eat it. They don't even know they're eating it. I love these for traveling, and I travel a lot too. And so I'm, you know, it's just like nutrition, high nutrition in one bite. So
I feel different after I eat a pound of that for lunch.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm ready to rock and roll.
Right, I know. So this is like, I actually eat like liver and heart for breakfast too. And so I'm, you know, I'm ready to rock and roll too early morning. I know, right. Well, thanks so much for this. This is Sam from Shirttail Creek Farm, and check out his Caveman Blend, one of his top favorites, heart and liver, and then also the flat iron steak. Wow. Yeah, what an easy cooking show. It's like, I don't even think there were 3 steps, maybe 2.
No, it's meat, it's easy.
Yeah. All right, thanks for joining.